Hello, YouTube fans. Fiona Corwin. You know, when you record a video, you go through the whole video, you've done the whole thing, and then you're like, wow, that was pretty good, I'm glad. And then you find it didn't record, and you're like, oh! Well, that's what just happened to me. And yeah, whatever, I guess. So here we go, we'll do it again. I I had Thanksgiving with my family this year, and it was wonderful. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I was nervous. There was a lot of people that hadn't met me as a woman, and I was concerned. Some come from fairly conservative viewpoints. Some others are just hard to predict. Um, it was an amazing experience. People were loving and supporting. I was addressed by my appropriate name the entire weekend. People made pronoun errors here and there, but it wasn't anything that was deliberate. It was largely just people getting used to this change. I had wanted to connect with these people before I got to this point, but I'm very glad that we got to this point because um, I'm one of those people that plans for the worst and hopes for the best, and this turned out to be better than my best in terms of my expectations. It was amazing. Two of my kids went across country for Thanksgiving and had a good time with their grandparents. Three of my kids came with me to my mom's, and I went and took them all the way back to my house and then all the way back to their house. And we all got through those travels fairly safely. It was great to see. It was great to see the three that I had with me. Um, and we had a lot of fun, some good conversation, and really, really just got to connect again, and that was wonderful. Um, the legal name change process continues. I did get my FBI background check back, and filed with the court immediately thereafter. That was about 2.5 weeks ago. Now, I know it's 2013, and this is going to be amazing, but my county court is still on paper process. When I filed with the court, they broke out a book, and by a book I mean like this thing that was like that thick, full of paper, like a 3-ring binder, and it was that's how they determined my case number. I was amazed. They have computers on their desks, but apparently they only use them to make sure that I've submitted the appropriate paperwork. So I was told then that I would get something in the mail about my next steps, which at this point was going to be an order for public notice, which is where I have to file for three days in a 21-day period my intent to change my name so that anyone in the public who chooses to object may do so. Um, So I've been annoying the hell out of the clerk. I called today. It was probably the third time I've called. In any case, I called today, and the magistrate is not even going to look at my case until sometime this week, perhaps next week. That being said, they will get out the letter for me um, to submit public notices after that. So it's looking less likely that I'm going to be able to complete my name change by the end of the year, but still in the world of possibility, depending on how things work. So cross your fingers, hope, and pray with me. I'm really looking forward to it. I also have got the paperwork now to do my gender change with the driver's license, Department of Motor Vehicle, and my Social Security card. And my doctor has agreed to sign off, well, has signed off on the driver's license and is working on the paperwork for the Social Security. So I expect to have those in hand probably before the name change is complete, so I can just go ahead and sweep through all of that, which is very exciting. You know, it's interesting because although it's kind of perfunctory at this point, I've lived as a woman for 7 months. I've been on HRT for 11 months. Um, but on some level, it feels profound to me to be living as me, um, to be actually getting to uh, getting to this stage. I mean, looking back over the past year or so, I guess I started transition in October, so a year and 3 months, 2 months now. Um, it's been amazing. I'm really really grateful for the experience. I picked up a couple of friends from the airport. They went to Thailand for my dear friend's SRS, and it went well. She had no trouble. She was with Dr. Saran, and they spent 3 weeks, a couple weeks of vacation, and a week of recovery from surgery. And they had a great time. Lots of pictures, and it was wonderful for them. Um, there's a lot of feelings, I guess, that go with having such a surgery, um, and a lot of sort of changes, things that you wouldn't always expect. Um, and specifically, she said that sensations that she remembered physically being in one place have been sort of moved around, so that's kind of weird for her. Um, so it's interesting. They're back and they're happy, and they are back at home. She's, of course, working too hard and doing things that she shouldn't be doing. Hopefully she doesn't hurt herself. Um, but that is kind of how she is. So, what you gonna do? I love them, and I'll support them in any way that I can. Um, so I guess really that's what I have for you folks tonight. I wanted to just reach out and connect with you guys and let you know where things are at. So remember, life is beautiful and every moment precious. Hug the ones you love and tell them that you love them. They need to hear it. And call your mom if she misses you. Thanks, guys. Good night.